Welcome back to the channel. This game features Nigel's fourth round game in the Hastings Premier Tournament of 1983. His opponent was Jon Speelman, a British Grandmaster who had won the British Championship in 1978. The pair had played a few times before, both gaining victories. The game started as an English opening, but transposed into a Queen's Indian defence. Black attacks the centre. And black strikes in the centre to gain some traction in the centre. At this point, we're out of the book. White gains some space in the centre for a good outpost for his knight. Threatening checkmate on h7, which Nigel duly blocks. This is a slightly obscure move from Nigel and allows the next move, which is a very good knight sacrifice and gives White a very good position. The knight cannot be taken, as the Queen would give check on e6 and win back the bishop, and would be a clear pawn up and in a very nice position. So Nigel plays the only move that's sensible, and to move the Queen. White continues to develop, knowing that the knight still can't be taken at this point. This now does threaten the knight, as the Queen now defends the e-pawn. White duly defends it. Black threatens checkmate himself on g2, which is duly blocked. This is quite a dubious move, as White's next move would allow him to win material via a pin on the d7 knight. Nigel centralises the bishop. Here Speelman takes the bishop, but perhaps better would be, as I suggested earlier, bishop to b5, utilising the pin on d7. And after the following variation, White would be an exchange and in a very good position. Here, obviously, the White would win the exchange, as he's threatening the e7 rook with check if Black takes on c1. Speelman elected against that, opting to take the bishop and doubling Black's e-pawns. White's position is very nice still, with the rook now placed on the 7, and Black is quite passive. His pawn structure is not very good. Trying to challenge the White rook, which is duly exchanged, and White defends the knight. It's a bit of a quiet waiting move from Nigel, which doesn't seem to do a lot and just allows White to steadily improve his position. This move actually threatens knight to e5 with a discover attack on the Queen, as now the rooks cannot be taken with check on c1. And Nigel decides to defend the a-pawn, which is then attacked again by White. Black is scrambling for a defence, and is quite passive at this point. This unleashes a hidden threat that Nigel fails to see, as we shall see soon. Here he misses the point of the next move, which must have come as quite a big thunderbolt shock to him. A brilliant move by Speelman, which actually wins the piece and the game. This was the last move in the game, and the following variations could have occurred. This is totally winning for white, as the checkmate on g7 is very hard to stop without losing material. For example, knight to d7 and queen takes rook, and just totally lost. You could have tried to take the knight with the rook, but again, after all the pieces come off, white is just a clear exchange up and cannot defend, and black can't defend the bishop. The best move is actually to play knight to c5, which looks a bit weird, but it is the best, but it's still completely losing, because after all the pieces come off, white is actually a clear piece up. A very good game from Jon Speelman, and a disappointing one for Nigel. Hope you enjoyed the game. Please like and subscribe.